Alright, everyone, welcome to Umineko Character Tier List! Yeah, ignore these ads on the left and right because I don't know how to remove them. Actually, can I remove them? Choice. I don't know if I can remove them. Wait, this ad is literally in Dutch. Is this ad in Dutch? This ad is in Dutch, so I think that's Dutch. If any of you are Dutch, you can let me know. I can't even read this ad. This is an ad that I can't even read. So just ignore the ads. The other ads are in Norwegian. So yeah, I mean. Få two måneders kilowattime bonus. Oh, what? What even, not even is that ad? I don't know, man. Okay, should I set the ads? Now you guys are here to read the Umineko. No, but some of you might be so interested to know what that means. So, all right, it says get 2 months kilowatt hours in bonus. That it's regarding a, and now it's changed. It's regarding cars. Now it's changed to something else. This is not Norwegian, by the way. I can't read this. So the ads you get are apparently just random. So this I don't know what language that is. Is this any language that looks like Dutch. I think I've seen the Dutch language before, so that looks like Dutch. This is Norwegian. Whatever. Just ignore the ads. We'll get to the Umineko tier list now. So, oh, these are all the Umineko characters. Okay. Before I get into this, these random tiers that I found, I did not make these tiers myself. So all credit goes to whoever made this tier list. It says read Umineko, or they say, sorry, he or she, I don't know, but they say read Umineko. So yes, that's true. Read Umineko, everybody. It's great. These are all the characters. I looked at the tier list real quick to see if all the important characters are there, and this looks like all the important characters are there. There might be some characters here that are not included. Like, where's Rudolph's wife? Like his first wife? Where's she at? Asumu. She's not here, for example. But where's Rudolph himself actually? Wait, am I blind? Oh, there he is. Okay, I was gonna say, oh, could have all the characters there. So all the but wait, what? Okay, another ad here that's telling you what is this device? It's some device. It's apparently minus 30%, and you can never have to shave yourself ever again. But bit is shaved, by the way. Okay. Oh, okay. This is okay. I was gonna say I need to find the person who made this tier list so I can shout them out. So shout out Guerril Labish. Go follow this person. Go check them out. This is the person that made the tier list. So shout out to them. I did not make this. All credit goes to this person. If this person wants me to take down this video because it's their tier list, I actually will. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. What should end up being like 2 hours long. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but if after all 2 hours of talking about my favorite American characters, this person decides that you know what, I'm not okay with you uploading this tier list video, then I will take it down. So save it while you can, I guess. Download this video while you can in case this person goes to my YouTube channel and tells me that I'll take it down. I will take it down because it's not my tier list. In that sense, what I will do, I'll just make my own tier list after that. Because then I'll know. All right, okay, gotta watch out with peeps. You know what I mean? Gotta make my own tier list because then no one will complain. All right, unless tier maker comes out and like, yo, we're not okay with you using our website. No, that's crazy. Because then they'd have to take down so many popular YouTube videos. There's no way they're taking me down. Like, nah, I ain't doing that. So okay, so before we start off, I'm gonna say this is the last Umineko video I'm gonna be doing for a while because I think we're done with Umineko. We're done with the visual novel. So I know people said there's some extra content, but I'm a bit confused by that. I think it's the manga, but I'm gonna wait until I read the manga until I'm more properly. I know it's been a couple of months, but I still wanna. I don't wanna spoil myself of the manga just yet. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna make this be the last Umineko thing I do for a little while here. But and even though it's been a while since the last Umineko thing I did. But anyway, I don't like this tier list. What it called? Sorry, Real Lavish. Thank you for bringing all the characters here, but I'm not. Tier lists are typically not love, like, neutral, dislike, hey, right? They're typically S, A, and then right, you go A, B. I feel like we're gonna need more tiers, by the way. C and D. I think we're gonna need more tiers. We're gonna need up until F tier, right? Let's add tiers here. Add row below. I think we're gonna need 2 new rows. So what color do we have? Okay, what color? We gotta change. Okay, what's the F is gonna be like an ugly color. What's an ugly? Okay, purple is a good color. Let's have it be a friggin' purple though. Blue. Blue looks like an uglier. This blue looks like an uglier color. Let's go with that. And then we'll have this be F tier. Gotta have all the way up to F tier, right? Are there any characters in F tier, I'm trying to think. Are there any characters that deserve to be F tier? Well, that's that. Not red is a good color, right? Any characters are truly okay. There we go. E. There we go. There we go. I like the colors now. B and C are two similar colors now. We're gonna change the colors. You know what I mean? Okay, that's how they're different. Okay, no, we'll leave it. We'll leave it how it was. This is how it was, right? We'll leave it like that. Okay, fine. Wait, they are different colors right now. What? Oh no, what did I do? I messed all this thing. I messed it all up. Alright, we're good. I was messing with it. Okay, this is number 3, and this should be number 4 then. 4. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's just rank the characters. Let's not focus too much on the actual tier list. If there's too many tiers, I'll also change it. So, alright. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I don't know how long I'm gonna talk about each character here. I guess it depends on the character. Some characters you don't talk a lot about, sometimes they don't have as much to say about. So we're starting with Amakusa. Oh yeah, okay, I see. I was gonna say, why is Amakusa first? I see. So this is in alphabetical order. We're going in alphabetical order. So Amakusa's first, and then Zepar is last. Zepar is his name starts with a Z. Makes sense. We're going through this alphabetically. Amakusa having the letter A at the start, so he starts. Zepar, unfortunately, your name starts with a Z, so that's unfortunate. You're last. I'm gonna rank you last. Okay, Amakusa. I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm trying to think. Like, what do I consider S tier? Obviously not S tier. Obviously not F tier either, though. I'm trying to think. Amakusa. I think we can always move him up and down once they see, oh, you don't deserve to be in this, or you should be higher than this. But I think as a solid standpoint, I think it's fine to move to C tier, like just straight up bang average, right? I mean, Amakis is a lot of fun for me. I really like his relationship with Angie. He gave Angie a lot of great talks. Like, despite him killing her, question mark, in episode 4. Despite him killing her in episode 4, and the whole thing with the trick ending, I really like his dynamic with her, and I really like that he actually tried to give her advice, because I don't truly feel like, even in the times where Amakisa was plotting to kill Angie or whatever, I don't truly feel like he did that because he didn't like Angie as a person. He just felt like he had to do his duty, but he wanted to help out Angie, and he didn't want he didn't want her to end up like a child soldier. So for that, I don't think Amakis is necessarily a bad guy, but yeah, he doesn't have all that much screen time to the point where he should be any higher than this, and he's not such a bad character that he should be lower than this. That's another thing I should be thinking about. Do I rate these characters based on how good of characters they are, or based on how much I like the characters? Or how well written they are? That's not just that. Okay, that's not just that. Not just how well. Okay, how well written they are, or how good of a person. Like, let's be honest here. Okay, we're here. Kinzo is not a good. Okay, Kinzo is a terrible person. Let's be honest here, right? So as a person, morally, like as a person, like, he is F tier, right? But like, do we rank him based off how good of a person he is, or do we? Because as a character, he's not F tier, right? As a character, he's at least C tier. You know what I mean? Okay, we're not gonna get into Kinzo right now, but you know what I mean. So that's another dilemma I'm gonna have to choose later on once we get to cases who are very gray, more, because I mean most characters are morally gray in terms of what they do, right? They've all, that's kind of the whole point of Mineko, right? A big part of it is, who are you willing to forgive, and who do you think, who are their actions justified, and all that. Mineko is very much like that. But yeah, we'll get into this. We'll get there. This video might cause some I hope this video is not controversial. People don't go at me, because I don't. I do think I'm gonna do this take completely. These are my own feelings, right? I don't know what. Another thing is, I don't know what other people think about these characters, right? I don't know how much people love characters like Burn. Burn might be an extremely loved character. She might be an S tier in like every tier list ever, right? I don't know how much people love the different Umineko characters, Kevin, because I've not been involved in the community all that much, other than you guys commented on my YouTube videos. So all I know is that regarding characters, all I know is that apparently I think Rosa is a hated character. Because I remember a lot of y'all back when I was reading episode 2, y'all a lot of you were shocked at how much I liked Rosa because she's typically someone that is that is hated by many. So that's one character. That's one example right there. But I think there's several characters. Like I don't know how much do people like Federine, for example. I guess this is Ikuko in this case actually. But how much do people like her character? I don't really know. But so I'm gonna just base this off my takes, and it's going to be completely unbiased of what other people think. So I'm not gonna try to conform to getting hate or hated on. You know what I mean? You know, as in, I'm not gonna rank a specific character higher than I want to rank them, but because I feel like you guys will get angry at me. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you guys don't get angry at me. Hopefully you guys don't go, I mean, your taste is terrible. All right, next we have is that Kyodorian Beatrice, or is that that actually is not Kyodorian Beatrice. This is the original Beatrice, right? Or is it like a mix of all of them? I guess it wouldn't. Kuduro Beatrice has too little screen time, so it has to be the Beatrice from who first arrived, the Italian Beatrice, Castiglione. Has to be the original Beatrice. You know, I've gotten better at Italian pronunciation since I've been to Italy. I've been to Italy since reading Umineko. I've gotten better in Italian pronunciation. Beatrice Castiglione. Okay, anyway, attenzione. I heard that every time I was at a train station or a bus station, bro. The guy in the friggin' reporter, he'll go attenzione, and I'll be like, all right, my attention is here. I'll listen to you, and then he goes on to speak Italian. You have my attention. You do not have my understanding. Then he goes and talks in Italian. I'm not going to try and replicate Italian talk because I can't speak Italian, but okay. Anyway, Beatrice Castiglione, and I'm going to might as well rank her along with Teodoro and Beto. They just suffered. It's just a suffering thing. But there's not much character there though. There really isn't. There's not much character. Kamakusa had a lot more screen time. It's easier to rank him. There's not much character to Patrick Castiglione or in the Kyodorian Beto. Kyodorian Beto is just a life of suffering, right? So there's just like I could rank her highly just because I feel bad for her, but I mean, yeah. Same thing with Patrick Castiglione. So I guess D tier. I don't know what to say. I don't rank her too low because she's done nothing wrong. But I can't rank her high because I think Amakusa is a better character. You know what I mean? So I kind of I've kind of this talent. I don't have much to say about Beatrice Castiglione. I just don't. She's not. She's just a little bit of screen time in episode 7 where she talks with Kinzo, younger Kinzo. Is younger Kinzo here? No, I think I'm only gonna be rating old man Kinzo. Where he at? There he at. But okay, I don't have much else to say about Beatrice Castiglione. Beatrice di Golden Witch though. Ooh, boy. Okay. Okay. Now, now this one is big because she's like the main character, or she's one of the main. Oh, the main character is Battler, but she's also a main character. I mean, protagonist is Battler, but I'd argue. Okay, I'd say. I mean, the main characters are Battler, Beatrice, and Angie, right? There's the three main characters basically. But Battler's like the protagonist. Protagonist. He's there from episode 1, first scene. He's there. He's always there. So Beatrice is one of the three main characters. So we obviously got to spend time talking about her. How is Angie? Wait a minute. I just noticed. Why is Angie there? Her name starts with A. This is in alphabetical order, right? Shouldn't it be Amakusa then Angie? Cornelia Cross? What? Wait, is this Will? No, Will. Virgil. No, wait, is this in alphabetical order? I am so confused. Okay. Amakusa, yes. Angie next. Should be next. Then Beatrice, right? Okay, I'm with you. Burn Castle. Yeah, Beatrice, then Burn Castle. Wait, what? Batter should be before. Is it because Shiromiya? But then it's you. Hachijo Ikiko? That doesn't make sense. Batter should be before. Either Batter should be before Beatrice because his name is BA, or Batter should be after at least Hachijo Ikiko because U starts after H and I alphabetically. This list. Okay, I'm convinced. The person made this tier list either does not know the English alphabet or is maybe basing this off the Japanese alphabet. Maybe it's alphabetical order in Japanese. In which case, it's kind of crazy how it adds up that Amakusa and is versus the party's last. Rudolph R. Yeah, Rosa Rudolph. That is alphabetically correct. Ronove, Ronove Rosa. Yeah, that's alphabetically correct. I don't get it. Get it? I don't get it. Ronove. Yeah. What? The Chester sisters. How? Oh, because they're numbers. Where are the Chester sisters there? Sakutaro, Shannon. Yeah. Virgilia, Will, and Zepar. Alphabetically, this makes sense. I'm so confused. I'm just gonna keep ranking this tier list. Hey, Guru Real Lavish, if you're watching this, can you explain how you what order is this in? What is it's not, is it alphabetical? It's part one of the mysteries. I bet he's like, you wanna know? You need to have love to see it. I bet he's like, you don't love, it cannot be seen. You don't know why I don't know what order this series is in. All right, mate, bet. So I haven't even started talking about Beatrice because I'm kind of grueling trying to talk about her because I feel like there's so much to say, but I don't know how to phrase what I want to say about her. But do I rank her first? I don't even know where to rank her just yet. So I want to talk about her first before I decide where I want to rank her. So Beatrice, right? One of the three main characters. I think out of the three main characters, I actually like her the least. I don't think that comes as a surprise. If you've watched my playthrough of Umineko, I don't think it comes as a surprise that I prefer Battle and Angie. The siblings! The siblings! Yeah, gang! Okay, anyway. Uh, so anyway, S tier, by the way, is probably going to be just the top 5 characters, I reckon. I should probably change from S tier to like top 5, maybe. Maybe that'll be a better. I should just do that, and I'll decide on what my top 5 characters are. Anyway, Beatrice is well, at the beginning, I didn't like her, right? I really didn't like her, which is kind of the point, right? You're not supposed to like her because you're on Battler's side and you want to deny her existence and magic. And then she teaches you a lesson. There's a message she's trying to tell you throughout the entire story. Then you have the weird sus aspect of the younger Beatrice and the connection between Battler and Kinzo during the younger Beatrice in episode 6. She goes silent throughout episode 5, and then she kind of comes back in episode 6 and fights with Erika, right? We have that happen. That last scene in episode 6 is so good with Battler and her holding a gun. That's great. And you know, and you really go through a roller coaster with her. I will say one thing I didn't like about Beatrice. I mean, there's plenty that might not be to like there. I don't like her romance with Battler. I've said this before. I don't like her romance with Battler. I didn't feel any connection there. I think for me, because I'm very dense, for me it kind of felt like it started out of nowhere. So when I saw Battler when I saw Battler hugging her in episode 4, I felt like it was out of sympathy. So I didn't think about it from a relative standpoint until episode 5 when he straight up held her as if if she was his princess or something. And I was like, okay, wait, are they trying to plant some romance right here? And especially considering after everything that happened in the first 4 episodes and the way Beth was treating Battler in those 4 episodes, I felt like it was kind of like, okay, shock. Okay, well, okay, with Battler is actually into her. Okay, I don't know her, and especially after Angie as well told Battler to don't not trust Beato and to watch out for Beato, for Battler to then go to have a romantic relationship with her. If I don't deny the relationship to be from a fundamental point of view. Yes, episode 5, Battler spent quite a bit of time trying to understand Beato, and that's good because we obviously know Beato's not a bad person, right? But I do wish there was more time where I got to see how Battler fell in love with Beato, and because I didn't feel that connection. So that's one thing there. I didn't feel the connection super properly, I guess you could say. Um, I don't know if I phrased my complaints with that properly. I don't know if that made sense. I'm not saying that it came out of nowhere completely. I'm saying that I would like more time with Battler where I saw Battler not only because that was episode 5's whole thing, right? Not only where Battler uh, understands Beato more and understands why she was treating him like that for the first 4 episodes, right? Why she humiliated him like that for the first 4 episodes. For him to understand that, and But not just that, and I think he did a good job on doing that. But for him to also fall in love with her, for me, that specific thing just kind of, for me, was kind of a disconnect. And that disconnect is something I felt throughout the entire playthrough, especially in episode 6 when Beatrice got reborn. Spoilers for Umineko, by the way. I know I'm pretty late in saying this, but obviously I'm doing Umineko character tier list. I'm going to be spoiling Umineko. So anyway, especially when she came back in episode 6, she reincarnated to herself. That was a bit confusing about how that happened, but she came back, right? You had the younger sister and the older sister Beato, and then she came back. She's like, it is Beato, but it's not really Beato. And then they're back in the romance thing again. And then episode 7, she's absent. Obviously, both Beato and Beato are absent. And we have to clear stuff with Will, whatever. And we come back to episode 8, and by episode 8, I'm supposed to already be very invested in the relationship when I don't feel an attachment. I was hoping all throughout episode 8 to feel that attachment, but episode 8 was focused on Angie. So I didn't get to feel that. When we saw Batter and her and Beata being husband and wife, and I was there like, okay, I guess they're husband and wife. I don't know. For me, it kind of just kind of popped from one place to another, to and now there's suddenly husband and wife. And by the ending, I was supposed to. I think I was, at least according to, well, some of you guys were saying it was one of the best endings, one of the saddest endings or one of the most emotional endings. I think I was supposed to feel emotional when Batter and Beata were sinking together, but because I didn't feel any connection between those two, I still, the lingering, debate that these two were having for the first 4 episodes, to me, is so much stronger than the little connection they were building. It was just so tiny during the last half. I think during the last half, if that spent just as much time building the romance between Batter and Beato, I would have felt that much more towards the end of episode 8. If that spent that much time compared to the first 4 episodes, because the first 4 episodes, 2, 3, and 4, there was so much time was spent into showing us the conflict between Battle and Beato. And then episode 5, Beato was basically absent, and it was Battle trying to figure things out on his own. Episode 6 was weird because it wasn't even Beato, it was her younger sister who was acting completely different, and the elder Beato was not even. It was all sorts of confusing. The magical elements also made it extra dose of confusing, and by the end of episode 8, I just didn't feel connected enough. So that's specifically the romance. But as a character, she's great. She's taught me a lesson as a character, right? Because at the start, obviously, I didn't like her because well, she was being a piece of crap, right? But understanding why she was doing that later on, and she's trying to have better understand. And they was done is so genius, right? Episode 2, the humiliation. Episode 3 with the trick, but not just the trick. It was like a double trick because she tricked me, but she also helped me out by beating Eva Beatrice. That was so good. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, I did love playing the mystery games with her, right? Despite everything. So yeah, what else do I have to say about Beato, man? Fantastic voice actress. Holy crap! I say that. If you're reading Mineko and you're not listening to the voices, yeah, that's an L. Fun fact as well about Eva's voice actress. She also voices from Higurashi. Takano, the main. Well, spoilers for Higurashi. I mean, you're really. Oh, come on, it's in Minako's character tier list. Spoilers for Higurashi. Takano, the main villain, like ish, kind of quote unquote, you can say. The main perpetrator, right, of Higurashi, at least according to Higurashi Kai, the second season of Higurashi, is Takano. She has the same voice actress as her, right? But she also has the same voice actress, and I immediately could tell right away. For that, I was like, that's Eva. I was like, that's Eva from Mineko. I was watching recently throughout summer. So last month I watched Shinsekai Yori from the New World. It's an anime, and the main character is called Saki. Her mother, I heard her like screaming like to her husband, like she just complained about something, and she was going, "No, we can't be doing this. Our daughter saw the cat, the Cheshire cat. I think it's about her seeing a cat or something." And she was screaming like that, and I was like, that's Eva. I was like, that's Eva. And I immediately went to manual list and immediately I looked at the voice actress. Her name is Hoti Yuro. What was her name again? I saw it immediately and it said, she voices someone else other than Eva, but I went down and it said Eva from Umineko. Let's see what her name was again. If you go to Shinsekai Yori, it's probably easy to go to that than to go to Umineko. So Shinsekai Yori, the mother is called Watanabe something. The main character is called Watanabe Saki. But the mother is called not Asahina. Okay, let me see. She's called the mother of the main character is called Kutakawa Izumi. No, it's name is Watanabe something. Come on, Watanabe. What? Why is she not there? Okay, wait. Watanabe Saki, Akizuki Maria. Okay, yeah, these are the main characters. Okay, Squealer, Kiromaru, Asahina Tomiko, Watanabe Mizuho. There it is. Ito Miki. Ito Miki. There we go. She's a legend. Legend is seen. So yeah, I went to her and yeah, Miki. Ito Miki. Voice actress of Eva from Umineko as well. And from the mother and of voice actress of Tiger from Fate. So that's another fun fact. But yeah, obviously I'll always know her as Eva from Umineko whenever I'll hear her. Obviously, yeah, she's also Takano from Higurashi, but I've heard her voice so much more in Umineko at this point that to me she's just become Eva from Umineko. So yeah, okay. Anyway, amazing voice actress for Beto. Anything else to say? Sayaka Ohara, right? Yeah, I'll never forget that freaking name. Yeah, he's legendary. Um, yeah, okay. I think I've decided on my rating as well. I think I'm gonna rate Beatrice in B tier. I think, yeah, I think that's good. I think she's better than Amakusa for sure, but not quite at the toppity top. I don't know why I said that like that. Okay, next character is Burncastle. Burncastle, I think, played a really good role as a villain in the latter episodes, right? Because she was kind of an ally in the first couple of episodes, right? But then she played a really good role as a villain in episode 7 and 8, especially episode 7. Episode 7, she was so scary, man. She was scary, and when the Executioner played, yo, just for that alone, props to Burn. Um, she's a cruel witch, right? The dark side of Rika, when Rika goes full on dark. Um, yeah, she played a good villain role in the last episode too. All right. Batter punched her in the face because she deserved that punch. We had a lot of screen time with Burn. I think overall though, I'm thinking she's better. Obviously, she's not D tier. Is she as good as Beato? I don't think she is. I think she's with Makusa here in this case. I know. Again, I don't know. The worst part is this looks like a oh, sus. This looks like I'm doing a perfect triangle here, like towards C tier. Like I'm trying to make a perfect pyramid, but I'm not. It's probably going to be more top heavy by the end. Pause. But I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I don't know. Okay, we'll rearrange the characters if I feel like she's too low. Because I might feel like she's too low here. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of just winging it. Okay, I don't think she's as good as Beato, but I think being around Amakisa's level, I think is good. Yeah. There's Burn Castle. Okay, next is that battery himself. I mean, that's my goal. That's my goal. That's my goal right there. Yeah, I mean, like, come on, man. Yeah, he's gotta be my favorite character in the entire. He's the main character. He's the protagonist. He's gotta be my favorite Minako character. He has to be my favorite incompetent fool. But I love him, man. I friggin' love him, bro. Again, if there's one thing that detriments him, it's his relationship with Beato. Cause for me that kind of was kind of weird. But other than that, I loved him from the first minute of Umineko episode 1. I loved him, and I knew I was gonna love him the entire way. Oh yeah, that's not the only detriment. The second the detriment, not just his with Beto, but also the first 2 episodes, the way he was with Shannon and Jessica, sus. That's not okay. You should not treat your cousins like that. Actually, they're both his cousins, actually, so it's hella sus. Even though he doesn't know about one of them, but he actually ends up knowing. Anyway, he's the goat still. All right. And it's fun to have someone incompetent to make me feel better about my own theories, even though I was just as incompetent as him. But me and him were on the same wavelength, bro. We're thinking alike, and I can relate to Battle in many ways too, because first things first, we were of similar age. At least when I started reading Mineko, I think when I started reading Mineko, we were the same age basically. But now I think I'm a little older than him. Unfortunately, Battler, I'm older than you now. But and also rest in peace, he's dead. I didn't die like you, bro. Oh wait, October is coming up actually. It's August right now, so October is coming up. I might die soon. Oh no, oh no, 2023. 2023 Rock and Jima incident. Nah, but okay. I recruited in many ways because I don't have the same family issues as he does, but I can also relate to not having seen your family for many, many years. I also have had a similar thing happen to me where I didn't meet my family for 8 years, by the way. He didn't meet his family for 6 years, but for me it was 8 years. So I understand. I can, and I was at this, around the same age as him when I met my family after 8 years. So I can understand that feeling. Luckily, luckily, I did not have a family member who was incestually in love with me, who massacred everyone because I gave her the wrong idea. Nah, I mean, that's out of pocket. I mean, that's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. Okay, that was out of pocket. But yes, luckily that didn't happen. And I'm dense, just like Battler. So I 100%. If it was me living as Battler in the Minako world, I'd be just as dense as Battler. The Rocket Juve incident would happen if I was the main character. 100%. I am so dense. I would not have noticed that Beatrice is in love with me. I would never have noticed. But the thing is, actually, that it may not have happened. You know why? Because while I may be dense, I'm not as much of a romantic playboy as bad. Like even as a kid, he's like, "Yeah, Shannon, I'll come back no matter what. No, I'll come back next year no matter what, and I'll carry you with a wife." Bro, even as a kid, I'm cringe. I'm cringe. Even as a kid, I was cringe. I'm not that cringe. I'm not that much of a playboy levels of cringe. Okay, even as a kid, but even as a kid, bro, Batman has Riz, bro. I got that Riz with girls. I don't go with girls and go like, "I'll pick you up on a white horse." Yeah, next year, yeah, no matter what, you can't be enslaved as a servant on this island anymore. Yeah, well, yeah, let's read mystery novels together. Like, I got that much, weird kid riz. Okay, I don't got that. All right, so other than this, is unimaginable amount of riz. And for real though, I do think Battl's a very relatable character, and seeing him frustrated over losing his family, but also what I really love about Battle too? He's a very empathetic human being, and honestly speaking, he's more empathetic than me. I can admit that I'm not the most empathetic person. If you've read my Minako play read through, you'll know I'm not the most empathetic person. But Minako tries to teach you about empathy and what that really means, and to try to put yourself in other people's shoes. And Battler is, it called me incompetent, but I feel like part of what the story is trying to tell you as well is that being it's okay if you're incompetent. At least if you're kind to others, if you show love to others, then it's okay. You know what I mean? And that's what the most important part. And like you have to understand you have to put yourself in other people's shoes and understand them. And that's a big part of Minako. And I feel like it was told so well through Better being the protagonist. I don't think a better protagonist could have worked for Minako. So he's my favorite character. All right. Next we have Cross, another incompetent businessman. Now Cross, I I think it was episode 5, right? I never disliked him for in the first couple of episodes. I thought he was okay, but I surprisingly liked him in episode 5 when he was hanging out with Nazi and he went to Nazi and he was like, "Yeah, I've been incompetent. I'm trash. I'm a bad businessman. But you know what? You and our daughter don't deserve to go down with me. All right, I'll take the hit. I'll go down. You two go live your life. I'll live in bankruptcy. I'll go to prison. That's okay. I'll take the hit. I'll take the hit. You two don't need to live this life." And that gave me so much respect for Cross. As much as he's dumb, he wants to build Destiny Land, all of that sort of jazz. I have so much respect for Cross for that. So, and yeah, despite everything, I don't think Cross is truly a bad person. I think Cross is a great person. So, unironically, B tier. I know we might have to rearrange that though. That might be just like bias off of a singular scene. But I got so much respect for Cross in that moment, and I remember reading that. You could go check out my episode 5 reaction. I remember reading that, going like, "Yo, Cross, you're a goat, bro. Like, I can't believe you're doing this." So yeah, Cross and Beto being the same tier is kind of nuts. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I may have to rearrange this later. Beto may have to go up to A tier, but we'll leave it there for now. We'll leave it there for now. All right. Cross above Burn is a choice. It's a pick, but I have a lot of respect for Cross. Okay. Cornelia. There's not much of a character to her. I'll be honest. E or F. Well, we're gonna have some characters in F tier. Yeah, let's go to F tier. Sorry, Cornelia. There's just not much of a character there, right? Attention, please. I mean, it's F out of necessity. You know what I mean? Like at least with Corridor and Beto. With Beatrice Castiglione, at least we saw some scenes with Yuskan, with Kenzo. She's just there to just reiterate red truths everywhere. Bro, I don't care if the door is shut in red. Shut up. Come on, man. Alright, next character. Sorry. Someone has to be F tier. I mean, someone has to be F tier. We'll see later where Gertrude be. Alright, well, anyway, Claire. Alright, Claire, wait, what's her name? Her name wasn't Claire. Was it Claire? Was her name Claire? Was her name Claire? I'm trying to remember. Episode 7. Wasn't it? I think it was Claire. It was Claire something Claire Vol blah, 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 something tough to say. Uh, yeah, she's the one that explained the entire story in the theater and all that, right? Um, with Will. So she's basically just sad boy hours Beatrice. uh, not much to say about her. She didn't do much in episode 7 or 6. It's D or E tier for me. I think D tier with Beatrice Castiglione. Again, not much character to either, so I think that's fair. Next, we have Dlanor. Dlanor, I adore her so much. She's going to be A tier. I adore Dlanor so much. This. Dies the death. Sentenced to death. Great equalizer is the death. I love her so much, bro. She's so cute. She's so great. Alright, she's a great executioner. I wonder if she has some relationship going on with Erica. I wonder what happened there because I'm still so confused with regarding that. But other than that, she's great. And there's a lot of great scenes with Lana as well, where she talks with Battler and tells Battler. Was it Battler? Wait, it was Battler. But she's like with Battler in episodes 5 and 6. So she's like, it tells Battler, like, yeah, we fought each other, but it's, I hope I don't actually have any hard feelings for you. I'm just doing it because this is my job. I'm doing my thing, right? I loved our battle with you, or my battle with you. Also, here's some tips. I want to help you out. She's also an empathetic person, I feel like, and I respect her a lot for Dlanor. So, yeah, Dlanor, she's great. A tier for sure. A tier for sure. Next is Angie. Oh, Angie. I'm debating between 2 tiers for her. I genuinely don't know. But Angie's an amazing character. An amazing character, okay? Her character development is unreal. She's one of the most developed characters in the entirety of Umineko, right? From seeing her from the end of episode 3, right? To the end of episode 8. The scene where she hugged Eva as well. Oh man, I could talk about Angie for so long, I feel like. Right? And she has a lot of screen time too. Episode 4 was so long partly because she had so much screen time. The whole thing with Sakutaro, Angie understanding what love is at the end of the story, right? She starts off the same battle in episode 3, right? Then she has the whole thing talk with Eva in the hospital. Then episode 4 is a whole journey. Wow, I could really get into a whole journey for bullying and what she's been through. Man, and she comes back in episode 6 to talk with Featherine. She has that stuff there. In episode 8, she's very important. Obviously, she's the main character of episode 8, basically. And she has that amazing jumping off the skyscraper scene. And there's also the adult Angie in the Unhuman Party who meets up with Toya, and she's it's good to see that she's led a good life eventually. I could honestly, I don't honestly know what to say about Angie. She's great. Her character development is amazing. I don't know what else to say. She's at least A tier. I'm debating putting her top 5. To be honest with you, I mean, I feel like it's fair to put her along with her brother for now. And then if there's 4 other characters I prefer more, I'll be sorry, Angie, but I don't know if there's gonna be 4 other characters. We'll see, Angie. We'll put you in top 5 for now. And yeah, both Batman and Angie are 2 of the most well-developed characters in the entire story for me. So yeah, I think that's fair. I think we'll leave it there, and then we will go to Erica. Oh man, Erica, she's a menace. I think Does she go top five as well? I don't know. I don't know if she's top five though. Am I being too lenient on top five? I feel like we're just gonna add every character to top five now. Okay, we'll put Erika 8 here for now. Angie might have to go get relegated soon too. This is a perfect. I didn't mean to do a perfect horizontal spread like this, but Erica's freaking amazing. She's hilarious. Come on, she is hilarious, right? But I really like how much she's an antithesis of you know a lot of what Umineko's trying to say with being the witch of truth, and she's only seeking the truth, forgetting what the law is all about. Being the villain in that sense, a little bit different from Burn. I think Erika worked better as a villain than Burn from that front, right? Ran the bit with the miracles, the witch of truth, you know, seeking the truth, being the detective, and in the old-fashioned way, right? Um, and we see how that looked up for her. But also, she's a menace. Episode 6, Erika, S tier performance, by the way. Episode 6, Erika, S tier performance. So good. Demo damn Mite kudasai. Alright, yeah, alright. Erica's amazing. I don't have much else I want to say about her other than she's a friggin' menace. Okay, do not let this person near any children or anyone in general. She's wild. All right, Eva Ushiromiya. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, she also goes up to A tier. She is she's another extremely well written character for me. I think she's a very complex character. Not only she's very complex, not just her, but all the mothers seem like her. All the MILFs of Umineko. They seriously though, they're all extremely well written, complex characters, right? They don't just focus on their appearance. They're actually insane. Um, from the she was the way she was treating George. Well, first things first, you have to start off with her backstory, right? Having the sexist attitudes treat her the way she can never become, the family head, right? And then she put her bet on her son, right? Putting all the pressure on her son to become the next head, right? On George, and just giving George basically no free time. Bro's gotta be perfect in every way, right? He's gonna know how to play instruments. He's gonna know how to study. All of that, right? And but I feel like the way she also expresses how she knows, like she still loves George though, right? She knows that she shouldn't be doing that, but she still wants. It's kind of weird, and then eventually the whole situation with Angie is also so nuts because she must have been so conflicted, especially if you consider that there's a good chance Rudolph and Kidye are the actual culprits. So she must be so conflicted having to take care of their biological daughter, and she knows that it's Kidye's biological daughter. Surely Eva probably knew afterwards, right? That Angie is Kidye's biological daughter. Actually, did Rudolph reveal that to Cross and Nazi? But did Eva ever learn about it? I don't know. But to take care of her daughter despite that, and still choosing to try and love her, man, that hit me. And in episode 8, when they hugged, and I was like, forgive me, I didn't treat you right. Because it must be so hard for Eva. She lost her entire family to her parents. I mean, and she knew that Angie didn't deserve that treatment. She knew Angie did nothing wrong. But man, oh, oh man. I could keep going. Again, with all these characters, you really could keep going for hours discussing them. But we're gonna move on for now to the next character, Eva Tiche. So we're going from Eva to Eva Tiche. So that's her dark form. That's her witch form, right? All her dark desires. We're gonna settle her at C tier, I think. I think yeah, she's better than Beatrice Castiglione and Claire. I think that's fair. Um, may have to move Burnt Castle up. We'll see in a second. Um, you know, Eva Tiche, man, she's a menace in episode 3, but as much as she was a menace and as much as she was a very hateable character, she's still good in episode 8. Okay, she was good in the last episode, right? She saved us all, she helped us out immensely, and I feel like it kind of treaded well with Eva's path of retribution, not retribution, path of forgiveness. So yeah, and Eva Teacher was generally a very solid villain in episode 3. She made episode 3 truly enjoyable. Let's not get that wrong, right? So was she just a bad person. Yes, she's and her dolphin laughs were crazy. But I mean, she wasn't. I honestly did not find her as bad as Beto at her worst. So I'll say that. Like she she was annoying at times, but Beatrice at her worst, man, my hatred for her was bad. Beatrice at her worst, I feel like I would have ranked her F tier. If you had asked me to rank Beatrice in the middle of episode 4, I would have ranked her F tier. I think so. Or at the end of episode 3, I would have ranked her F tier. So she Eva Tiche, well, she did, she was annoying in the sense that she was evil. It was never for me as bad as the way Beatrice was completely humiliating Batter, bro. So that's that. All right, Featherine or Hachijo Ikuko. Um, I don't know how to really say this, but I just feel like I don't want to put it in the way I think she's ranked just yet. But with Featherween, right? She's overpowered as hell. She's the all knowledgeable, knowing everything. She's crazy powerful and all that, right? But you know, and I do like the little quirk of her being like, for we don't to be young. Like, oh, do you think I look 18? And Beth is going like, no, I'm 18 years old, not you. She's like, oh, I looked at like a little gag, and she has some funny gags here and there, right? As Ikiko, and I do like how she sometimes smashes with Angie. But other than that, I don't really love Ikiko all that much. I'm actually gonna put her D tier because she's just there for me. You know what I mean? I can't put her on the same tier. I'm because there's a lot of funny moments. Burn is burn, right? But I can't put her on that tier. Yeah, I think Ikiko goes here for me. I think so. Cause yeah, I think so. I think so. I think I would have to say her percent is kind of bland at times, even in her first green form. Honestly, I liked her more in Higurashi Go Sotsu than I liked her in Umineko. I think so. I'm trying to think, like, was there anything Featherin that was crazy? I mean, the way she destroyed Lambda in episode 8, that was holy crap. She's great presence, but other than being a scary presence and just being able to control her, she was able to ride out the Lambda stats because she's the creator. It was nuts. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I'm glad that she saved Battler, I guess. I'm glad she supports Battler and writes the forges with him. Cool. But that's really it. No standout moments for Federino or Ikiko for me. Furfur. I'm gonna need to put that E tier. I need to put her E tier. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, okay. Woo, love twins. Yeah, be in love. Woo, be and I disliked how vague they were at times. People be asking them questions. And they're like, "You wanna know what this means? You gotta love each other more." Yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, I didn't love their whole shtick. I thought the whole shtick was just okay. I didn't hate them. I just didn't care for them. They were just there. Oh, there's a part for okay, cool. Moving on. I like okay, give me something of interest. They never had a line of that was interesting to me. They might have had symbolic lines, like metaphorical lines, and I get that, but none of them that particularly interested me. So yeah, Gop, Gop. I'm trying to think. That tier or that tier for Gop? The Witch of Teleportation. Yeah, no, it's gonna have to be C tier. I was gonna say is it C or B tier? No, it's gonna have to be C tier actually. Yeah, yeah. She's not better than Eva Teacher Burn. No, no, definitely not. Okay, yeah, Gop is she's also a menace of her own, in her own right. She's the original bear teacher, if you know what I mean. But yeah, what is there to say about her? Some people in my comments joked about how she's Nanjo, and my friend in real life as well joked about how she's Nanjo because you know how everyone else, every other servant of Beatrice has a real life counterpart, like how Ronove is Genji or Skenji, yeah. Like how, oh, that's the next person I'm gonna rank. Okay, how Ronove is Genji, or how Kumosawa is Vergelia, right? So people talk about how, oh yeah, Gob is obviously Nanjo. Where's Nanjo at? Nanjo. So, but yeah, she's a little funny little trickster being, and And yeah, she appeared in episode 4 the first time, right? Yeah, her first appearance was in episode 4. Then we got to see her back in episode 7 with Beato, and yeah, she's fun, little fun, and helps us out, or helps Nazi out in episode 5, I believe it was. So yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, not much else to say. She's just fun to be with. Okay, Genji. Now Genji, ooh, as a person, he's not particularly good person. Okay, all right. He stuck up for Kinzo for too long. Okay, he what he did with Yasuda, all right, was wild, bro. Bro's wilding. Okay, the Yasuda stuff, the baby stuff, the way he had to be a servant, but then like, and then just oh man, I feel like Genji could have done so many things differently, man, and things could have changed because Genji knew everything, right? Ah, Genji, oh Genji. He knew about the epitaph as well, and he knew also that Yasuo was gonna go through the murders, but also he just went, all right, yeah, bet. He was just a fallen servant the whole way through. I don't know if I can respect that much, Genji. Kashikomarimashita. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put you E tier, Genji. I'm gonna have to put you E tier. I mean, I can't respect that behavior, bro. So, you know, I'm trying to think, right? Yeah, nah, yeah, no, definitely not. Kyodori and Beato, right? He didn't get to see any freedom, and then her child got thrown off the cliff by Nazi, and then what you do? What you hide her from Kinzo and and then have her work as a servant and get bullied for her entire adolescence. Man, even while knowing everything, Genji really let a lot slip by. Okay, yeah. I don't know, man. I can't respect that too much, Genji. But I still I still think it's cool uh that you still stuck up for Kinzo in the end, because like nobody else stuck up for him, right? It's kind of like how Battler at one point said that, oh, if nobody else can defend Nazi, then I will, just because nobody else will, right? Genji was that kind of person for Kinzo, right? If nobody else can be with Kinzo, then I'll be with him. And it's like, obviously Kinzo doesn't necessarily deserve sympathy here. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like Genji tried to try to understand Kinzo. He didn't really wanted to be, try to understand Kinzo. And while Kinzo really is an unforgivable person in many ways, and it shouldn't have been able to forgive him, Genji was the only person to stick up with him. So there's that. But yeah, I feel like Genji could have done so many things differently. I feel like if I was Genji, obviously I would do things differently. From Kudori and Beto to begin with, I would not have allowed things to proceed that way with Kudori and Beto. But again, at the same time, Kenzo did, respect Genji a lot for his loyalty and treated him as a friend because of that loyalty. So, okay, next we have George. The funniest part about George is that he was canonically an incel for his in his early years, in his teenage years. George is well, I'll maybe I should say that when I get to Jessica. I'll say that when I get to Jessica. So, Jessica's coming up soon. Okay, George. He is a nice person, but the way even when he was young, the way he kind of unveils that by I don't know how to explain it. Well, for one thing, I was not never super invested in his relationship with Shannon. Even I feel like in episode 1 I was, but then as the episodes went by, I feel like it made less and less, not sense, but kind of like it made me less and less, I felt less and less attached to it as the episodes went on. Even in episode 1, it kind of came off as a shock with me, like, oh, okay, he's interested in her and they're interested in each other. Okay, cool. Wasn't super invested in the relationship. And other than that relationship, George has his thing with Eva, with being the successor, and he's got that pressure piled up on him. And I think that I think George being kind of an incel in his younger days makes so much sense, right? with the way his life is being controlled, and that's the scene where he denies his mother. I believe it was in episode 6. When did that fight scene happen? In episode 6, yeah, in the love duel. I really like Jordan's love where he denied his mother. I really like his determination. So I thought that was good. Um, and but yeah, obviously not super passionate about his relationship with Shannon, and I don't think there's much else I want to say about George right off the bat. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Actually, is there anything being C tier? I don't think there is for me. I think I'm good there for George. This list is less top heavy than I thought it would be. I thought I put a lot more characters in A and B tier. But to be fair, also a lot of my favorite characters haven't appeared yet. I mean, some of them have, but I mean, there's a lot of characters that for me are A and B tier that have not come up yet. So for well, maybe not actually. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there. Next, we have Gertrude. Is Gertrude like at least a little better than Cornelia? Can we give her that much? No, she isn't. Like, who am I kidding? No, she's not. All right, they're both F tier because I mean, what can you say, bro? They're just there to deny you that the doors and windows can be opened. Cool, great. The goat. Oh man, the goat is next. I gotta make a goat tier. I can't rank the goat. I gotta make a goat tier. I gotta make a yeah. It's the only thing that fits. I feel like. What color do we have it be? The goat is black. We'll have it be black tier. Okay. You're gonna be goat. Goat. Can you see the text? Holy crap! You can see the text though. Okay, black is not the right color. What about light blue? Goat? I didn't mean to write two T's. Sure. Go with two T's. I didn't mean to do that. But sure, you can go up there. Use the goat tier. Alright. Is a light blue color right? Oh, no, let's not do that. Let's just do this real quick. Alright. Color. I don't know if I like that. Do you like this color better? Gray. Ooh, gray has the weird mystique. Oh, I like that. I like that color. What about dark gray? Alright, dark gray I feel like is the best. Sure, let's go with that. Goated. Maybe light gray actually. Nah, dark gray. Dark gray. Dark gray has a little bit more of a to it. Or maybe should it be purple? How is purple? Purple is good too. How is pink? About? Nah, okay. Let's just see with the dark gray. Alright, goat in dark in goat tier. Next we have Gora. There's not much to say about Gora. He is one of the few extremely troubled guys in the island. But he's also sometimes a piece of crap when it comes to being a servant and that. So yeah, but easy tier. There's not much else to say there. Easy tier. He's the chef. He does his chef thing. He's secretly the bad teacher, right? God is the killer, clearly. Hideyoshi. Hideyoshi. I have a surprising amount of respect for Hideyoshi, because of that one scene episode 3, yeah, where he's not scared of Eva teacher at all, and he goes up and slaps her. He's like, "This isn't you, Eva. Wake up." He also has a lot of words of wisdom that I respect a lot. Um, like when he said that school isn't just a place where you learn stuff, right? People say school is annoying because like you learn a bunch of stuff that you don't need, right? But it's also a place where you learn how to learn. The most important part about school is where you learn how to learn. I think he said in episode 1 or something, and to me that still stuck by me that Hideyoshi said that. So just for all that, for the amazing wisdom, Hideyoshi C tier. Not quite Cross tier. Cross was willing to bro. Cross sacrificing himself on Nazis. Wild, bro. Sacrifice a Nazi and the family. I can respect that so much. So, but I respect Hideyoshi a lot too. I really like the scene where he slapped up Matiche. All right, Jessica. Jessica, similar with George, not investing in her relationship with Canon at all. You know how I talked. This is what I said. I was gonna wait until Jessica until I talked about it. So I waited till Jessica. George, I'm not invested in his relationship with Shannon. What's Shannon at? She's S. She should be. Where is she? There she is. S. So you know how I wasn't invested much in George and Shannon? I was even less invested in Jessica and Connor, which is reflected in the visual novel as well, how their bond is not as strong, right? In the love duel. But yeah, I was not invested in the relationship at all. Jessica I feel like just wanted the boyfriend, and Connor was just the most available person there. And I feel like as well with Beat, we see her conflicting feelings. She also wanted to find that love, uh, being. But I don't know, man. They had a cute little scene in episode three, yeah, three, where Conan helped Jessica get out. Nice, cute little scene. Uh, Also, why does she carry brass knuckles at all times? What is it? Why does she? What does she do with her skin pockets? Her skin pockets, bro. Why is she carrying brass knuckles everywhere in her skin pockets? You know what I mean when I say skin pockets. We've all read through Minako episode 3, Kiria and her skin pockets, bro. So yeah, she's the same tier as George, though. Yeah, Kanon. Kanon had that one scene where a commenter of mine had the rescue scene, right? Here in episode 6, a commenter of mine said that was his favorite his favorite game board scene, right? And I can respect that. Kanon saved Batter out there. That was nice. But overall, I do think he was mostly a dull character. I'm so harsh with these Umineko characters. I really thought this would be more top heavy. Are there not any characters here that would rate highly? Oh, there are, okay, okay. There are characters that would higher. Okay, they just haven't. There are characters that I would rate higher than this. I haven't appeared yet. I might also be a bit harsh. I'll redo this list. I might be being a bit harsh here. But Connell, I think it's kind of a dull most of the times, right? The way he's like, Shannon, don't, you can't be doing that. Don't, you're gonna fall into bad teacher's trap. He's like that all the time. So yeah, but I do respect his rescue scene, and for that I'll put him D tier. He can hang out with Jessica. They're fit to be together, right? Jessica and Connell. Yeah, and he's not a worse. Yeah, he's not as bad as food or Goros. Yeah, okay, yeah, Kanon's fair there. Okay, and he's not as good as that. Okay, yeah, okay. Kasumi is you know as much as she's Kasumi, as much as she's Kitty's little sister, right? As much as she's a menace, as much as she's part of the freaking mafia, not mafia. What do they call it again? Japanese mafia. It's not called. They're called something specific. I mean, yakuza, right? As much as she's a yakuza member and all that, she's wilding. She's kind of a product of her environment, right? Similar to Kid, right? Kiria, the way it's not her fault the way Kiria treated her. It's not Kiria's fault the way she was treated, but I mean, her family caused her to wild out to begin with, and I can kind of sympathize with that a little bit, right? I don't think Kasumi is completely a bad person. She's still a piece of garbage a little bit, but I mean, I can't hate her that much. She also has very little screen time, so I can't really put her any higher than E tier. But she's at least higher than these non-characters that are literally just non-characters. Okay, my bad. Kawabata is basically a non-character as well. Yeah, I think he should be F tier. Yeah. I do like the scene at the very end. I do like how at the very end of episode 8, Angie shoots him. She's like, "I just die, bro." Yeah, but there's not much else to that. Kinzo, ooh. So this is where the dilemma appears, where if I rate Kinzo as a person, he's gonna be ranked much lower than if I rate Kinzo as a character. But I think Kinzo's such a good character. Now, Kinzo's such a good character. I don't care, especially in the question arcs. Yeah, Kinzo's such a good character. For me, he goes to B tier. No, I have to. He is such a good character. Yes, as a person, he's a garbage. He's a piece of garbage. He's F tier, E tier, F tier. Yes, he should go to prison. But he is such a good character. I almost want to put him A tier. Actually, I think I want to put him A tier. Like I really like his character. I know it's controversial. I know. I'll put him in B for now. But I just his conflict with himself his entire life, right? Well, obviously the first 40 years being completely wasted, and completely going from a nothing man to being the head of this huge family and having so much power, and all the power getting to him, right? And his conflict with with himself regarding Beato and her daughter and his daughter and all sorts of stuff, right? But the way he's turned himself in his latter life, he could have done so much better. I know, obviously, again, as a person, he's not a good person, y'all. But I know he could have done so much better. But the way he felt so remorseful at the end, I cannot respect the way he treated Yasuda, even in the end, even after finding out that Yasuda was alive. I cannot respect the whole thing with the riddle that he set up. But at the end of the day, man, I really, I cannot, like, when you're in that situation and, you're cancelled either way, right? I kind of just, there's a part of me that kind of felt for him. I don't know how to explain it. And I know I'm not. I know in real life, obviously, I wouldn't. But I think as a character, he really sticks out, and has such a great presence in the first 4 episodes as well. Can't forget about that, right? He in the first 4 episodes, right? He's a freaking menace. Especially in episode 4, he's a menace, and the way he screams "Bear Toriche!" Yeah, bro's wilding. But yeah, I think for me, I could argue him being A tier, but I won't for now because my personal feelings on on him as a person, right? I can't speak English, but my feelings on him as a person does not let me rate him any higher than B tier. I can't put him at the same tier. Okay, to be fair, Erica's also wilding, but she's a witch. Okay, Erica's wilding is different than Kinzo's wilding. Okay, Kinzo's wilding ruined everyone's life. I mean, in a way, Kinzo started everything. If it wasn't for Kinzo, this all wouldn't happen. Kinzo's the one that started the entire massacre. So, okay, Kiria is next. Now, there is a likely chance that Kiria and Rudolph are the actual culprits of the real Rokkenjima, and that Kiria and her Yakuza self is why she's so good with guns, and that she actually is crazy and she is envious. Uh, but she's still a great character. I think she's a C or B tier. She's still a very, very good character, y'all. And she taught me how to flip the chessboard. Kid is so wise, and she's such a great person. Taught me how to flip the chessboard. And in episode 7, when ridicule came up, and the twist was that she was actually like the culprit, and she's killing everybody, that hit me so hard. Yeah, you know what? She's B tier. I don't care if that's controversial. She's B tier. I think she's great. As a character, again, I don't agree with her actions in episode 7, but she was a cold-blooded killer. The way she killed Jessica as well. Someone has said this before to me that her killing of Jessica was one of the most brutal murders in all of Umineko, and Umineko's brutal murders. That was very brutal. So yeah, I'm gonna put her in B tier. I think she's great. She might even be A tier. Again, we'll put B. We'll leave her in B tier. She's not as good as Eva. Eva's a little more complex for me, I think, but she's still great. And in general, right? She's in general the all the mothers in the Minako are amazingly written. To be honest, there's a good. I should put it A tier. Both Kins and her might be going up to A tier. I don't know, man. As well as Beato, I don't know, man. All the mothers in the Minako are extremely well written and complex, right? But I guess I'll leave her A tier, a bit B tier for now. This is Nanjo's son. No, wait, not Nanjo's son. Sorry, Kumasawa's grandson, right? Not Nanjo. That's Nanjo's son. That's Masayuki. I forgot his name though. With Kumasawa, he's a non-character though. We'll put him F tier. Next is Kumasawa. Um, Similar to Genji, she knew everything, but it wasn't quite as bad as Genji because she wasn't as active in her role in that. Her macro jokes are never funny. I don't care what anyone says; they were never funny. And oh my god, I made a perfect pyramid. Holy crap, look at that. Woo. Oh, I should have more kerosene left here. Could make a not pyramid, but perfect. Yeah, perfect pyramid, perfect triangle. Stops right there though. Again, all of that is not on purpose, obviously. Okay. Anyway, Kumasawa. Yeah, she's not as bad as Genji though, in that sense. But macro jokes are funny. Uh, and her gossip is also not great. Can't respect that. So yeah, I'm gonna put her E tier. I might be a little harsh on all these characters. Again, I'll probably change these rankings eventually. Next, we have Lambda Delta. Now, you guys might be shocked when I say this. Are you all ready for this? I think she's B tier. Just kidding, she's top 5. Are you joking me? Are you playing with me right now? You don't play with me. Don't play with me. Lambda Delta's the GOAT. Don't. Lambda Delta's the GOAT. She's not the GOAT. Well, she's not GOAT tier, but she's top 5. She's absolutely top 5 Umineko character. Bro, the question arcs, I wasn't fully convinced. The answer arcs, Lambda Delta season. If you don't like Lambda Delta by the end of Umineko, I'm not a friend. I'm not friends with you anymore, bro. Lambda Delta in episode. First things first, right? The valid scene with Lambda Delta. That to me is my favorite Umineko, probably my favorite Umineko moment ever. I think so. The valid scene, bro. I was my adrenaline, adrenaline. I can't speak. My adrenaline, I can't speak, bro. My heart, yo. I was like, let's freaking go. When I got it right, I don't care that Erica was wilding anyway at the end. Erica, Lambda's amazing. Her sacrifice in episode 8, yo, I fell for her, bro. I fell for her. She is best witch, Lambda Delta. I am a Lambda Delta stan. Lambda Delta's the GOAT. And for anyone who's wondering, if you're a Lambda Delta fan, you're probably like me, and you're also a Shinobi fan from Monogatari. Lambda Delta and Shinobi are the best girls. I don't care if you say, oh, Shinobi's just a lolly girl from Monogatari. I don't care, bro. Shinobi's the GOAT. Shinobi's the best girl from Monogatari, specifically her adult form. So don't call me sus. Her adult form, okay? Her vampire form. Chill out. And Kizu Monogatari movies are amazing. They're the best Monogatari content, both animation and character wise. I love it so much. Shinobu's amazing, and love Lambda Delta. I went on a tangent of Monogatari there, but I had to say it. Okay, yeah, her sacrifice is amazing. Episode 8 sealed the deal for me. She's a top 5 character. She is. Lambda Delta is goated. All right. Next up, Maria. Oh man. You know, I know one of the most emotional scenes in all of Umineko for me is when we found out why Maria says ooh, ooh, ooh. When we found that out in episode 4 with Kasumi involved. That to me is one of the most emotional scenes, and Maria is subject to a lot of some of the more emotional scenes in Umineko, in episode 4 specifically, but also in all of the other episodes. I feel so bad for Maria. She deserves better. And her creepiness definitely adds a lot, especially in episode 1. Adds a lot to Umineko's mystique and everything. Can't say I didn't find her annoying at times though. With her ooh, I'm gonna put her D tier. But I think simply for those emotional moments that she caused, she has to go C tier. Fine, simply because of the emotional scenes. Yeah, she has to go to C tier. But yeah, that's fair. Maria, good on you. Good looks. Next we have the non-character Masayuki. We'll put him F tier. The Nanjo. He knew everything. He was the one that operated on the Beatrice Castillo to begin with, right? And caused had the birth happen. Stayed silent about it. Man is all about the money. That's crazy, bro. Man took the money. He's like, all right, I'll stay silent about Beatrice Castiglione and her daughter, and didn't also, just like Genji, didn't do much to help when he knew everything. He could have done more. So for me, it's gonna be E tier. It's gonna be E tier along with Kumosawa. Yeah, that's fair. All right, Natsuhi. So you know how earlier on I said how this list wasn't top heavy. Like I'm not too many people to the bottoms. Natsuhi, get up there. Top 5. She's better than Lambda Delta. Absolutely better than Angie. He got it like that. She is one of the most well-written characters. I'll stand by this. Not as one of the most well-written characters in Umineko. Holy crap. She almost single-handedly made episode 5 of Umineko the best episode. Episode 5 of Umineko is the best episode, and Nazi is the reason. She is an amazing character. She's so complex. I love everything about her character, man. It's just like Banner just Ikiraka is the main character, bro. If she, bro, dude, Nazi, dude. I I need to go back and rewatch my reaction to the ending of episode 5 and like the way I felt towards the end of episode 5, because at towards the end of episode 5, when I was basically tearing up. I was like, Nazi, no. I was like, bro, Nazi, someone stand up for her. And Batter goes, dame da na. That was too good. That was too good. But yeah, Nazi. Oh, bro. Yes, I know what you're saying. I mean, you're supporting a character that threw a baby off the cliff. I know, but you have to think about all the complexities that led to that decision. Everything in her life, man. And the oh, the diary, her diary, that not you wrote that diary, bro. Man, just trying to think. The freaking her she wrote right. She has the diary, right? So when she got married to Cross, um, at the start she's like, I don't really love Cross, right? It's just like that. But eventually she slowly started loving him, and it's so wholesome. And Cross as well loves her, and then she was treated as if she didn't love him because 40 years ago, not 40 years ago, like 20, 30 years ago, 30 years ago, she wrote in her diary that she didn't love Cross, and apparently that's evidence that she doesn't love Cross, and she could have been the culprit. And I was so I felt so bad for her, man. And you know what's so crazy about Nazi and what makes her such a great character, right? What makes her such a great character is that me and her are polar opposites. Right? One thing, what do I think about it? I'm Amin, right? I'm a young adult, I guess, or a teenager. You can call me a teenager if you want me. I don't care. I don't care. But I'm a young and I'm male, so I don't suffer any of the things that uh, Nazi would have suffered as a female because I'm male, right? I don't know what it feels like to be a woman. I don't know. And a middle-aged woman at that. What? You know what I mean? What do I have in common with a middle-aged woman? Nothing. What do I have in common with Nazi? Nothing. You know why I love Batter so much? Because he's relatable. You know why I love Nazi so much? Because she's a fantastic character. You know how Ryukishi, this the character writing for Nazi, the way he managed to make me someone with I have no relatability to her story whatsoever. The way he managed to make me feel so much for her and care so much for her, bro. I cared so much. I was like, Nazi, you deserve the best. I love you so much, not romantically, but in real life, I just wanna go up to her and hug her, right? You know what I mean? I just like wanna hug her. You know what? Episode 5, bro. I know, and I know what you're. I know. She threw a baby off the cliff, and I'm not saying she shouldn't be punished for that. She should be, absolutely. Can't be throwing a baby off the cliff. But man, oh, I could keep going, but yeah, not Nazi to me. This might come as a shock to y'all because I don't think I've been very audible about how much I love Nazi throughout my reading Mineko. So this might comes to a shock to you that she's my second favorite character right after Battler. Um, but yeah, she's amazing. I don't know what else to say, man. I could keep. I feel like I could. You could write. I swear, you could write a whole essay just about a whole 20-page essay just about Nazi and her character, and relate it to middle-aged women in real life and the way they suffer. The suffering of a middle-aged woman, a rich woman as well, but not even rich, but just what he just marrying into a family, right? And another thing, forgot to mention this: the fact that she couldn't get pregnant for so many years. And me, obviously, I don't get pregnant. I'm a man, right? I don't know what that. I don't know what that feels like. I don't. Again, I'm not in a relationship. I haven't had that struggle. I I've had. Okay, I've had family friends, as in friends that my parents are friends with, that have struggled to get pregnant. So I had when I was a kid, I had a friend of mine who didn't have any siblings, right? He was the oldest, and he was like 7. And I didn't think about it. Right? I was like, whatever. Maybe they just want. When you're a child, you don't care about this kind of stuff, right? I don't think. What does he have his siblings, right? And maybe, even now, I don't think about that. To be fair, when there's only one child in the family, I don't think, oh, maybe they can't get pregnant. That's not something I'm thinking about, right? For me, it's like, what you know what I mean. Um, so but especially as a child, I don't care. I just want to play with my friend, right? He's relatively similar. He's a bit younger than me. He's 2 or 3 years younger than me, but whatever. Um, and then when I was a little older, when I was about 16, I think I think one of my parents, I don't forget if it was my mother, or my father, but one of them told me like, yeah, so this family, they don't have any, he doesn't have any siblings, right? I was 16 or 17, so he would have been like 14 at the time, right? Whatever. They were like, yeah, he doesn't have any siblings because for years that she couldn't get pregnant, his mother couldn't get pregnant, right? So she luckily got pregnant with him, but she couldn't get pregnant with any other child after that. And they tried many times apparently. My mother, and they couldn't. And I was there like, wow, that was the first time I heard of such an issue being a thing, right? Because before then, I didn't know that was an issue. I didn't know that. Because again, I'm 15, 16 years old. Why would I care about? Why would I care? Not that I care, but why would I think about something like that, right? I'm just doing my thing. I'm probably playing Rocket League. I'm not thinking about it too much, right? And I just thought it was an obvious thing, right? Obviously, you know, if a man and a woman gets married, they can have as many children as they want. Obviously, duh, right? I thought it was such an obvious thing. I didn't know that a struggle like that existed, right? And obviously, eventually, I ended up learning about erectile dysfunction. Is That's a thing. Mushoku Tensei. But actually, dysfunction is a thing, but also some women aren't fertile. They actually can't get pregnant. There's all sorts of medical things like that going on, right? And what am I trying to get to here, right? Is that I'm very much disconnected from that world as a very young man, right? I'm very young. I'm not in a relationship, right? I'm single, right? As is the time I'm recording this. Then you might think, why is that relevant? But because I'm not even in my headspace right now. At no point am I thinking, oh, about having children. At no point am I thinking, oh, I plan my future to have children. At no point am I thinking, oh, how am I gonna make my life for my children as best as possible. I'm I'm very aware that I'm too young to be even thinking about that, right? I'm just working on myself, working on my thing, doing my thing, and I've not even thought about I've never even thought about the possibility of having erectile dysfunction, right? If I have erectile dysfunction, I'll get there when I'll get there, okay? You know what I mean? Yeah, for now, we're good, all right? I'm healthy. By the way, I just want to say I'm healthy. I'm good. I should be good. But the point is, I don't know I don't care for that stuff, right? I'm just saying my thing. I'm studying. I'm reading Umineko clearly. So the way I care for that stuff is through characters that I could feel for, and with Nazi, right? Oh man, with Nazi, right? To see her struggle and the way the visual novel with the soundtrack as well was able to make me feel her struggle, like dang. Because part of her happiness was she really loved Cross and she really wanted to have a child together. Not even because she wanted the child to become the next head of the family, but she wanted to have a child and be happy with the child because that was part of her happiness. And the fact that she couldn't for so long, right? And then to be given just a random baby by Kinzo. Oh, and another thing is to never be recognized as a part of the family, never be given the ego. Oh, it really hurt, man. And to me that was just the best part. Episode 5 to me is just the best written part of Umineko, right? It's just the Umineko at its peak for me in terms of just the way it conveyed emotions at you. Um, and with Nazi, man. So Jessica, despite being such a low character in D tier, right? Her 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 the way she feels Nazi's character for me is big, right? And it's really funny too, because when Nazi was first introduced in episode 1, I was like, oh, evil woman, haha, woo. I never thought I'd end up loving her this much as a character. I never thought I would. It just, yeah, and I keep saying this, but we live worlds apart. She's a rich woman that married to a rich family, right? I have nothing to do with the rich world. I'm not in a rich family. I'm not married. So, in theory, I shouldn't. be capable of feeling any sympathy for her in that sense, but I still do. Ryukishi was able to write episode 5 in such a way that I was able to feel for her to that degree. And Erika had a big part to play in that too, and still so did Battler. So yeah, yeah, and I don't think I've ever felt this much for a character I've felt that disconnected to. Does that make sense? As in, our worlds are completely different, but I still, because typically, if there's a character in my world and theirs are completely different, I have a hard time. I have a hard time, relating to them, right? Because we live in different worlds, right? So typically, middle-aged women characters in shows or anime or whatever else, I don't care for them that much. A great example, we were talking about Breaking Bad earlier, right? I was talking about Breaking Bad when I was recording the spring 2023 anime video, but not in this case. But I was talking about Breaking Bad back then, and I didn't feel for Skylar White at all, right? I'm sure if you're a middle-aged white woman as well, or not white woman, it doesn't have to be a white woman, but a middle-aged woman, maybe then, right? Maybe then you'd feel for Skylar White some more, right? Maybe then you'd understand her feelings. But I didn't feel for her, right? I wanted Walter to break bad. I was like, yeah, Walter, break bad, right? But I actually don't know what any of that feels like. And I feel like Breaking Bad doesn't really convey that relation that parent kind of relationship as well as Umineko does. Umineko does a much better job at Nazi type of character than Skylar White is. Yeah, Nazi is a much better character than Skylar White from Breaking Bad. Walt is a completely different thing. Yeah, Walt is one of the best freaking characters ever. Walt is an amazing character, right? He's great. But Skylar, I never really felt for her. I never really felt for Skylar. And I think part of it is because I couldn't really feel for her. So there's scenes with her, for me, it's kind of annoying sometimes. Why she's getting in the way? Why is she being annoying? Why is she being like that? But I feel like subconsciously, I also knew, and right now I still know. I know that she's justified in her actions in many ways. I know that even she's troubled. I just can't relate to it. It's not that she's bad or annoying anyway. Just I can't relate to it. So, and I watched Breaking Bad before reading Minako, for anyone wondering. So when I come into Umineko and I see a character like Natsuki and I'm capable to relate to her this much, I truly am impressed. So for me, she's an S tier character. I think honestly, whenever if I'm going to talk about exceptional characters in Umineko, I wouldn't talk about Battler. I wouldn't talk about Battler or Angie, or I would honestly talk about Natsu. I would put her character in the forefront and show off how even someone like her is capable of being so well written and provide you so much emotional impact. And yeah, there you go. There's just Nazi. I went on a big tangent on Nazi there, but she deserves it all the way. Next is Okonogi Tetsuro. He's not as good as Amakusa, so we'll put him D tier. We shall put him in D tier. He also has some good bands with Ainge at times. He was the first one to say, "Without love, the truth cannot be seen." That might edge him up a bit, you know. That might edge him up a bit. Yeah, without love, the truth cannot be seen. Yeah, that's wise words of wisdom, spitting facts right there. You go up there. All right. Next we have the president guy, not the president, the professor, the weirdo witch hunter. Yeah, you go to F tier. The seven stakes. Okay. Okay. Okay, all 76 at once. So starting off with Lucifer. Um, Lucifer, you can go to D tier. Levi- Lev- Leviathan, Leviathan, not Leviathan, Leviathan. Okay, yeah, because I keep pronouncing her name Leviathan because that's what I'm used to, but it's Leviathan, right? Leviathan, you're gonna go E tier, they're not as good as Lucifer. Same thing with you, Satan. Belphegor is amazing, you go up to D tier. Mammon had the most characters, so she should probably go to C tier, but I'll keep her in D tier anyway. She had a lot of character though. Beelzebub, she's hungry, bro. Nah, that's because she's hungry. She'll go to D tier. Lust should just stay in E tier. Lust should stay in E tier. She's just yeah. Sin of Lust, Asmodeus. Beelzebub is hungry, so she's funny. Momon has the most characters. In terms of as a character, she truly deserves the most. She just deserves to be up here instead. But um, she's not as good as any of the characters in C tier. So that's the thing. That's why I wouldn't put it up there. Belphegor is because she's my favorite sin, and Lucifer is Lucifer. She's nice. The other three, there's a good argument for Leviathan being higher though. To be fair, there is a very good argument for putting Leviathan higher, but I don't see any reason to raise Satan or as Leviathan because of her relationship with her thing with Kyria, but I don't see any reason to raise Satan or Asmodeus. And Beelzebub is only there because she's funny. Leon, Leon Ushiromiya. Okay, I completely forgot you existed as a character in this vision level. You, the way you provide another perspective for Beatrice, I thought was really good. You go up to B tier. You hang out with your fellow Beatrice. Uh, yeah, I really liked you in episode 7. I really liked the way, actually, the way you treated your Will. I thought I really connected with that. I really messed with that. I might even go to A tier. Is it? That might be a bit too high. Is she as good as Eva character or Lanor? No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. Maybe if there's a tier in between, that's where I put Leon. Okay. All right, but for now she's there. I really like the way she pinches Will's butt and goes. Well, that's fun. All right, B tier it is. Ronove. Ronove is nice. He's got it. Yeah, he goes B tier. He's nice. He makes cookies for me and that. Yeah, great servant. Great servant. Yeah, Ronove. Keep that up, mate. I don't have much else to say about Ronove as a character. Uh, Rosa. Oh. So with the okay, with the how with the characters from A to F, by the way, I'm ranking the characters from who I think is the best. I'm not ranking the characters from left to right, right? So Lanor is not a better than Erika. She's not a better. I mean, the reason I'm putting them like this because that's how they came up first alphabetically, whatever, right? Except for the top five. The top five, I am ranking them actually from left to right. Who's the best character? Is my least favorite character. So actually, Lanor should go above Angie, and then Rosa obviously goes to top five. I don't think any of you is shocked. And I prefer Rosa over Angie and over Lambda, but not over Nazi. I know that shocks a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all know how much I love Rosa. And a lot of y'all probably expect me to put Rosa as number one, maybe even better than Battler. But for me to not even put it as better than Nazi, I get that. But I felt like Nazi has had more complexities than Rosa did. The I think not even more complexities, but the way I was able to feel for Nazi on such a level. I felt for Rosa as well. Rosa is again, all the mothers in Neko are amazing characters. I mean, look, all four of them are either B or higher. Kitty is the lowest rated, and even Kitty, I was debating putting her A tier. By the way, even Kitty, I was debating putting her A tier. All the mothers in Umineko are amazing characters. Rosa, you know, I felt for her a lot being the youngest sibling, just like her. I know what she feels like, right? And I was able to feel so much sympathy for her, for her, for her, what am I saying? With Maria, right? And the child abuse is obviously not okay, but I was still able to really feel for her, and I sympathize with her a lot. I can't lie. Not as much as Nazi in the sense that Nazi is more. I can't explain it very well. I feel like I felt for both of them equally, but Nazi was more crazy in the way I felt for her, right? So yeah, Rosa's kind of a haha, I really love Rosa kind of thing. But Nazi just as a character, I think as a character, Nazi just excels for me. When I think about everything involving Nazi, right? Compared to Rosa. Although Rosa for me feels like the most human character. I think Rosa is the most human character in Mineko, right? It was probably yeah, but Nazi as well. Oh, yeah, I think it's gonna have to be like this. I think this is my top five in order, from my favorite character to my least favorite character in the top five. Yeah, I think that's more or less right. It just goes to show how good the mother characters are in Neko, y'all. Okay, next is Rudolph. uh, He's B tier. He is B tier as well. Um, Rudolph, he's got he had the whole thing with Asumu and Kiria and the switching the babies. All right, Rudolph, no, that's not okay. And the infidelity, no, that's not okay, Rudolph. But he's still a very good character. Maybe not the bestest of dads, but he tried his best. The infidelity I'm not okay with, right? If you think about how the timeline matches up, Asuma's death to him marrying Kiria to Angie being born, he's wilding. But yeah, I think he's still a solid B tier character for me. Where did I put Hideyoshi, by the way? Where's Hideyoshi? There he is. Okay, he's C tier. Okay, I agree. I was gonna say because he should be higher than Hideyoshi. Okay, yeah, Rudolph B. Wilding, but I think he's a good character. Chiester sisters. So Chiester double O. F tier. E tier. Chester 45 F tier and Chester 256 was it? I forgot. Chester 56 505. I forgot. But okay, F tier because these three are like non-characters and Nihi is just funny because Nihi. That's literally my logic. All right, we're almost over this tier list. I feel like this tier list is going faster than 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 I thought. Um, Chester 556. I just remember, by the way. But yeah. 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 I mean, Nihi's just up there because Nihi. That's it. And these three should just F tier. Okay. I like. I definitely prefer the seven stakes over the Chiesa sisters, but that's just me. Sakutaro, little cutie boy. Okay, boy, you go C tier. You little cute boy. You go with Maria. Yeah, you two can stay together, hang out. Both of you are very um but both of you can chill out together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sakutaro. There's not much to say about Sakutaro. I'm there's not. I just would feel way too bad putting him any lower. Actually, nah. Actually, wait. What am I? I'm on drugs. What am I talking about? I mean, no. Actually, no. He should not be above Jessica and Kanon and Lucifer. Yeah. No, okay. Wait. Pause. Why am I wilding like this? Is he E tier? Uh, we're gonna put Sakutaro in D tier. Sorry, I was wilding there for a second. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know how. Actually, Jessica and Kanon are better characters. Well, Jessica and Kanon should probably be moved up for a year. I feel like Jessica and Kanon should be moved up. Yeah, actually. Uh, maybe not just Kanon should be moved. Should he be moved up though? No, yeah, no. Actually, no. This is right. This is right. I'm trying to think. No, this is right. We'll move it more towards the end. Okay, Sakura can stay in D tier for now. Arguably E tier though. Nah, I like him more than Furfur, Genji. Yeah, I do like him more than these characters. Okay, all right. Shannon, she's great. She should go. I'm trying to think. Where should Shannon go? I think Shannon goes A tier for me. I know, right? Shannon A tier, Canon D tier. I mean, what's up? Yeah, obviously Shannon's just so much better. Okay, that's what's up. Okay. Uh, Shannon, I was much more emotionally in tune with Shannon than I was with Canon. Yeah, felt bad for her in her romance with Battler. When she didn't receive the letter, crazy. I know that's also canon, but that's crazy, bro. She didn't receive the letter. Wild. Yeah, her being a fan of mystery novels with Battler and with Kumasawa, but also the fact that she was the person Yasuda wanted to be as a servant. Uh, Made her really great. But thinking back, she's not quite A tier. She's B tier. Thinking back, she's not quite A tier. She's not Eva, Blonde, or Erica levels of good. Okay. Virgilia. Not as good as Ronove, so we'll put you in C tier. I think C tier is fair for Virgilia. Do I like her more than Featherine? I. Mm, I think I need to reorder some things here. We'll reorder some things here. We'll put in C tier because I need to reorder some things here. Will! Willardo! Ooh, did I just zoom out? I think I don't know. Willard, you are at least obviously B tier. Yeah, B tier. You can be with Leon. For similar reasons for why Leon is here. Competent battler, actually solves stuff, actually sees things with heart. Good on you, Will. We respect you, Will. We like you, mate. And you have a really cool sword, a really cool character design. uh, Also, nice goings in episode 8, helping us out. We respect you for that. Lastly, we have Zapad. You can stay with Food in E tier. Okay, this list I think needs rearranging though. This list needs rearranging. I feel like some characters got shafted, some characters might be too high up here. So okay, the top 5 I'm pretty certain of. Lana, Erica, and Evan A tier, yes. B tier we have Beatrice, Cross, Kenzo, Kyrie, Leon, Ronove, Rudolph, Shannon, and Will. Kenzo has to be moved up. And I'm thinking he has to be moved up. I think Shannon also has to be moved up as well as Leon. I think Leon Kyrie. Yes, Kyrie is better than Cross and yeah, no, Kyrie has to be moved up. Leon has to be moved up, I think. Shannon has to be moved up and Will has to be moved up. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Because these four don't quite match up. Okay. To A tier, yeah. And then we have these B tier characters, and then we have the C tier characters: Amakusa, Burn, Evatiche, Gap, Hideyoshi, Maria, Okunogen, Virgilia. Okay, I'm actually fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And in the D tier we have Kyodori and Beato, Claire, Featherine slash Ikuko, George, Jessica, Kanon, the Seven Stakes, and Sakutaro. Okay, I feel like Kyodori and Beato is too high up. I think Kyodori and Beato is too high up here. And so is Claire. We're gonna relegate Kyodori and Beato and Claire down to E tier. Okay. First things first. And then Featherine. And the rest can stay. Yes, okay. Featherine, the rest can stay. Yeah. In the after we have the nobody characters. Okay, these are the characters that don't have that much screen time anyway, or they're just kind of dull and don't do much. You know what I mean? At least Nihi has personality. It's just as 410. The Seven Stakes have a little more personality as well. That's why they're E tier, not just nobody characters. Nanjo Kumasawa, yeah. Kenji Koda, yeah, yeah. The food. The party stage, okay. Clear, okay. I can agree with this. Sakutaro. Should Sakutaro be D tier instead of E tier? I do think so. I do think I prefer Sakutaro over the E tier characters. But it's not quite as good as the C tier characters. No. Does Burn have a great placement? Because I know Burn is a very important character. Does she have a good place in C tier? Is she as good as Beatrice? No. Is she as good as Cross? Cross might be, admittedly, Cross might be too high up. But I don't know. Nah, I respect Cross. I respect Cross. Ronob is a nice little servant. And nah, Cross, give Cross his credit. Nah, I respect Cross. I think he's good. I think he's good. Sorry, Burn. I think that's fair. I feel like Everty is fair. Gob might be a bit high up. But is Gob better than Featherwing? Not necessarily, you know. Does George Gob comes before George, right? I feel like Gop should be relegated here. But if Gop gets relegated, so should Virgilia. Hidoshi can stay. He's a Chad. If Gop gets relegated, is she better than Virgilia? Not Virgilia, than Featherine slash Ikuko? She is not. To be fair, she isn't. She isn't. She should be there. And with Virgilia, is she better than Gop? Is she really better than Gop? She's not as good as Eva Bear Teacher Hideo. Maria, fine. I think we should relegate Virgilia as well. If you're gonna relegate Gop, you should relegate Virgilia. They should be in the same tier. Um, na, 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 na. Should Lucifer? I mean, realistically, Mammon is the best written character out of these, but even she didn't have that much screen time with Angie. I'm pretty happy with the F and E tier characters. I don't think I'm gonna change anything there. Delano is absolutely A tier. Eric is A tier. Eva is A tier. Kenzo is A tier. Kiria is a bit more questionable. Admittedly, these four are a bit more questionable for me, whether they're A tier or not. These four, I'm very certain, deserve A tier. But these four, the thing is, they're better than these four, but not as quite as good, or not as certain at their spot as these four are, right? And that being Kiria, Leon, Will, and Shannon. But they're better than Beatrice Cross, Ronald, and Rudolph. I could make a tier in between them, but that would be a bit messy. Could make just for 4 characters like that. And Beatrice Cross, Ronald, yeah, they're better than these characters. Okonogi should be C tier, yeah. Yeah. Anything else? Was I being a little harsh on Federini, Ikuko? Should really. I don't think I was being harsh. No, I don't think she's that incredible anyway. No, I think that's fair. Maybe Gop should be higher though. Do I like Gop more than Federini, Kuko? Nah, not really. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I was trying to think of them in different scenes, but not necessarily. I'm kind of conflicted. The thing is, I'm kind of conflicted because I feel they should be in between tiers. I feel like there's some characters that should be higher than they are their tier, but not as good as, you know what I mean? Like these four should, I feel like they're not as good as these four, but they're better than these four, right? Or I feel like Virgilia, for me, is not quite as, yeah, but then you have the 7 stakes, which kind of 7 stakes should probably be relegated. Like choose. Let's be honest here. Is Lucifer Belfiger Bowen feels of Shakotar? I guess they are though. That's the thing. They are. They are because it's not just about how they are though. They deserve they actually all of them deserve their rating. For me, it's a personal list. Sorry guys. Don't freaking kill. Don't freaking destroy me in the comments. And the goat is goat. The goat is goat. He deserves goat tier. I love how the goat being spelled with 2 T's was a spelling mistake, but I don't regret it at all. I think that just amplifies how much of a goat the goat is. Nah, I think I'm happy with this tier list. I think I am. I think this is a fine final product for now. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I didn't go super in depth into every character, especially some characters like deserve more me going more in depth than they got. I feel like Rose I could have definitely gone more in depth on. I went quite in depth with Nazi, and but she deserved that. I could have gone more in depth with Rosa. Could have gone more in depth with Angie as well. I could have gone more in depth with Will and Leon and Shannon for sure. But if I didn't want to sit here for 5 hours. You know, I did a One Piece character tier list as well. And if you guys, you know, how many characters are here? Like 30, 40 characters here, 40 characters maybe 50. I don't, I can't count off the top of my head. One Piece has friggin' 1,000 characters, okay? And I think I ranked about 600 of them. This is 40 characters. Imagine how long it took me to write 600 characters. But it also wasn't not all the characters talked about. Some characters like you go there, because so many irrelevant characters in One Piece. So imagine that. And you know how long that took me? That took me half a day. That took me legit 12 hours. I recorded the first part. That was like 5.5 hours. And I recorded the second part was over 6 hours, 6.5 hours. It was ridiculous. It was how much time I spent on that One Piece character tier list. So I didn't want to be doing that again. And I could have talked more and gone more in depth into every character. But that's the Umineko character tier list. And we are done with Umineko for the time being, for the foreseeable future. I will see you guys, Umineko fans, whenever I decide to read the manga and get everything spoiled for me. But that should be the end of Umineko for the foreseeable future. I hope you guys enjoy watching this at least as much as I enjoyed doing this tier list. Um, you can let me know your opinions, not just on my tier list, on how trash and how it is, and how different your opinion and how superior your opinion is to mine. And you can also give me, yeah, your tier list, or at least your top 5 or top 10 favorite characters, right? Because you know, who cares about these characters, right? Like we all wanna know what your favorite characters are. Obviously, other than the goat. The goat is the goat. So okay, all right, we'll end it off there. All right, you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me on this Sumineko journey for all of these throughout all these years. It's been a 2-year journey. Um, you know, I started Neko almost 2 years ago, a year and like 10 months ago or something. So, okay, and okay, y'all. Ooh, I'll see you. Yeah, I'll see you. Who knows when I do Mineko? If not, join me for the other content I'll be making because I make other content other than just the Mineko. Probably gonna get back to Gravity Rush soon, and I have other plans on my channel. But yes, Umineko's done for the foreseeable future. And okay, y'all. Umineko's done for now. See y'all soon. Um, the day after tomorrow, Gear 5 is out. I'm hype. Alright, y'all. Peace.